So thank you everyone so much for joining Amy and I tonight for this live mediumship demonstration. So we're going to go over a little bit um, of how this is going to work, and also just share a little bit about ourselves in case you are new to mine or Amy's world, since we have people from both of our worlds coming together tonight, which is so exciting. Um, so, I mean, let us know in the comments if this is your like very first live demonstration. That would be so awesome to know. If this is your first time, if you've witnessed me or Amy doing these before.
Or if there's
Okay.
anybody here who has never witnessed any
Oh,
mediumship reading, that would be cool to know too.
yes, that would be super cool to know. Okay. So we do have some newbies here.
Ooh, exciting.
Awesome. That's so exciting. Yes. Oh, whoopsies. If I ask you to unmute yourself, that was an accident.
This
Okay.
is a first for everything for me, says Amber. Well, that's really exciting. I, for one, get really excited when I read for a newbie.
Samesies.
Yeah, yeah.
I love being people's first.
Me too. Okay.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about you, Tasha. I know all about you, but let the people know.
You go first, Amy. That would be wonderful.
Okay. This is not what we talked about before. No, okay. So my name is Amy Brookes, and I'm a professional psychic medium, and I've been doing this work for almost 5 years now. And my specialty, I think, is mediumship. I absolutely love it. There's nothing that makes me more excited, although I do offer a ton of different options like psychic and past lives and all kinds of stuff. But mediumship, there's something very special about it. For me, people often ask me, have you always known that you're a medium? And the question is no, but in hindsight, I can then see that I've always been a medium. But mediumship can be very, very subtle. So for me, how the pieces all kind of clicked together for me was when my dad passed away very suddenly. He was passed, and then they brought him back, his heart beating again. He was placed in ICU, and I had to say goodbye over the phone. And as I did, I connected to his spirit, and he showed me what was in the room, who was in the room number, the nurse's name, the whole shebang, and told me that they would say that he was going to pass that day, but he would in fact wait until tomorrow. And he did. And so after that experience, I couldn't really deny this connection to mediumship. And I also, Natasha actually had done readings for me for when she was developing. And then I felt like, my dad was like, okay, it's time for you, which I laugh about all the time. I think it's the biggest kind of cosmic joke ever that my father is my guide when it comes to mediumship, because my father was a massive skeptic. So I think it's hilarious, but also perfect. That's a little bit about me. This is my full-time job. I'm a mom of 3 and a professional medium. So that's me. And now it's Tasha's time.
I'm so glad you went first, because I would have just shared. I always just I don't know what to say, and I'm so awkward about it. So you just helped me figure out what to say now. So that's perfect. Okay. Yeah. So my name is Natashia. That's how you pronounce my name, because everyone always wonders about that. And I am also a professional evidential psychic medium, and I've been doing this work since about 2017. It was after the birth of my 4th child. And same as Amy, where it's so funny because people ask me the same question, like, have you known this your whole life? That sort of thing. I didn't realize it until it was so in my face, but it has been there my whole life. Like, I was that kid who was afraid of the dark, who had spirit visitations in the night and things like that. Grew up very, very highly sensitive. And I think due to fear and things like that, I definitely turned my gifts off for a long time, especially throughout my teen years. I started having some weird experiences with spirit in my 20s. There was this one night where I was sleeping over at my grandma's house, and my third son, Philip, he was just a baby, so he was sleeping in the bed with me. And no, you guys aren't allowed to judge me about that. Anyways, he was sleeping in the bed with me, and because that's our sleeping arrangements at that time, visiting my grandma. And it was so wild because I remember I just could not sleep. My whole body was buzzing and vibrating, and I didn't understand why. And I could see in my mind's eye all of these, like my grandma's siblings all around the bed, okay, because they're all passed on. So I have chills talking about this. They're all around, oh, thank you, Amy. They're all around the bed admiring me and my baby Philip. And they were just talking about how much I look like my mom and, oh, he's so cute, and like saying all these things. And I'm like, I'm crazy. I am hearing things. I am seeing things. Like something is happening. And I remember just being like, okay, if this is real, you guys need to let me go to sleep. You need to go. Thank you for coming, but it's time to go. I need to go to sleep. And I remember shortly after, all of a sudden the buzzing went away, and I wasn't seeing them or hearing them anymore. So that experience was wild. I remember waking up the next morning telling my grandma, so grandma, this weird thing happened. All of your siblings were visiting me in the night, but well, maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. And there were so many other experiences like that, but I was so oblivious. It's so funny looking back now. I swear to God, I was just so oblivious to these experiences, thinking that, oh, I'm just making it up. Anyways, eventually, right, Amy? Oh. And then, yeah, so my whole journey started with psychometry, just playing around with that. And then all of a sudden, with psychometry is when you are reading the energy of an object that belonged to a past loved one. So that's how my experiences started out. Eventually, I had spirit coming to me to be a messenger for them. And yeah, now I teach mediumship inside of my Academy 123 Spirit. And I obviously do mediumship sessions. And this, it's funny, I went in a few different directions with my journey with my business, and it always brings me back to mediumship. This is what feels like home to me. Just like what you said, Amy, it's like this to me is like my roots. And I'm just so grateful to be doing this work. And I think I mentioned I have 4 kids, but just in case I didn't, yeah, I'm also a mom of 4, and this is what I do full time. So I did it.
You did it.
Oh my gosh. So how this is going to work. So the first time me and Amy went live together, we didn't know how we were going to flow. We were just like, yeah, we're going to do readings together. And then it turns out that we were able to both link with the same spirit at the same time, which is called dual linking. So our plan is to do that again, where we're both receiving evidence and messages from the loved one in spirit. And so your job as the audience members, like as the attendees, is to, of course, pay attention to the information coming through. And if this is for you, I guess, yeah, you guys can type in the chat, and we'll keep an eye on that. And then if we know for sure it's you, then we can go ahead. You can unmute yourself. We'd also love to see your face if you could go on video. And then we would go from there. Does that sound good, Amy? Am I missing anything?
Yep. I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Are you ready? Oh.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Everybody just take a deep breath together. Yes. Tasha and I are both very similar readers. We're not fear-based readers. This is all about love and what's ever in your highest and best good.
Yes.
Think about those loved ones you're hoping to hear from tonight. Please know, even if you don't receive a personal message, there's a message for everyone in the messages that come through.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Also, we probably have a lot of highly sensitive people on this call with us, so you might feel things too. And just know that's like you experiencing the powerful energy of spirit. also, and that's a really beautiful thing. We're all from all different areas of the world, but we're all connected through the power of love and energy, of course. So, okay, I'm going to take a sip of water. You got someone, Amy?
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get somebody here, so I'm just kind of working with this for a
Okay.
moment. You let me know too, what's happening for you.
I'm picking up on a male right away.
Me too.
You too? Okay.
Yep.
Beautiful. I'm
This to
hearing
me feels like,
granddad. Oh,
yeah. So yeah, I was just gonna say. So I've got grandpa written down, and I have a
okay.
J initial. Like J was coming through strong for me, so I wrote like Joe, Joseph, John, like something strong with the J connection. It doesn't have to be his name, but like he's just referring and bringing it up. Okay.
He feels very jolly. Like he
Yeah.
feels like chipper, jolly. Those are the words I would use to describe him. And he was definitely someone who I'm hearing love to work with his hands. Like I feel like there's some passion there when it comes to working with his hands. Um,
Are you picking up like what he's giving me? And he's laughing about it. So when you said jolly, I was like, yes, exactly. Because I feel like he's someone that could poke fun at himself a little. He keeps showing me like the circumference of his waist, like his belt. So he makes me feel like he's a bigger guy,
yes, yes.
And he's poking fun at himself. He's kind of like Humpty Dumpty, like he's very round. And he said that, not me. So don't be mad at me. He's poking fun at himself about perhaps being a larger man or carrying most of his weight through the middle. Did you pick up on that too, Natasha?
Absolutely, yeah. I did. Yes.
Yeah.
I also just saw in my mind 1978. So he'd be bringing up that year for a reason. He also wants to bring up January. So when I get, dates and months and things like that, it's usually because it's a significant time. They want to refer to a birthday or anniversary or even anniversary of passing.
I'm really
Natasha Rennie.
curious.
Oh,
Oh,
keep going.
sorry.
No,
No,
you go.
I was wondering if somebody was born here around that time. Like
Yeah,
like he could be bringing up January to say like she's saying her jolly dad died in January 2022, but like was somebody born in 1978 that could also resonate with this?
that's what I felt. I feel like it's someone who can connect to him, and that would be around the time that they were born. Like that's what they would be bringing up. No 78 connection though. Okay.
Pleasantly plump. Did he have like I feel like really pink cheeks as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like jolly looking cheeks, like the
Reddish.
Santa Claus cheeks. Oh man.
And he makes me feel like he tinkered. So I definitely see like working with my hands too. And I want to say like, I feel like he's a jack of all trades, but he does show me things with like wood as well. So I feel like maybe he had a wood shop.
Yeah.
Was he called granddad? He didn't, he just made me feel like he was a grandpa. So he didn't give me that name.
I said granddad in the beginning. I did.
Yeah.
But the other thing is with, him like tinkering and like working with his hands and like the wooden stuff, he gave me that feeling of like it's something he enjoyed. Like it wasn't one of those like, oh, like I hate my job and whatever. It's like this is a more of a passion that he's talking about that he loved to do with his hands. So I love that you mentioned that.
Janine doesn't think that's for her. That's okay.
Natasha, were you able to resonate with most of it? Let us know. Oh, you don't think it's for you anymore. Okay, no problem.
So he just also shows me like a car and he shows me like shining it. So I feel like there's like a garage or like a shed or something a place that would be his is what he gives me. And he's like shining the car. So he might have tinkered with like mechanic or doing stuff with cars too, but he feels like a bit like a jack of all trade to me.
For sure. Okay, when I'm tuning into his big belly, he does want to bring focus to his liver specifically.
That's interesting to me because when I was bringing up the very, very reddish complexion, I had this clairsentient feeling like it could be connected to someone that would like to drink. So I'm curious if that was his way to get me to that. I don't know if you're picking up on that too, but sometimes when people, drink a lot, they can almost have like burst blood, like blood vessels in their cheeks or their face. That's what he was showing me.
Mm.
So there might be a connection to that here.
That and also high blood pressure. I'm getting like the impression of that too. Because I do see him as a much like larger male.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, my grandpa, not Jay, but Jeff with a G. My daughter was born in 78. Okay, are you able, so Cynthia, let us know if you're able to connect to um the other, like, the appearance, the personality. And then Katie says, I'm resonating with the description of the man, the drinking, no date. The letter was not J, but Ray. Oh, interesting. Okay, I think we're getting close.
Was a jolly Englishman. Okay.
Oh, okay. We're
So
getting
it's
there.
interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there connection to car or like having pride of car or shining car? I'm wondering about that too, because I see that come through really clearly.
He's bringing up an incident. Let me go deeper. Would have been an incident recently. Okay, what is this? Like I'm hearing about something being broken. I'm seeing like the home, like a home phone, not a cell phone, but a home phone. I'm seeing that falling on the floor and breaking, or like something about that falling on the floor and yeah, and breaking. It's black. I'm seeing it very clearly. That's so random. So I'm curious if that happened to Katie. Are you serious? Are you for real right now? Okay.
Often spirit will like the more random, especially with a lot of
Oh,
people, they need to get random.
I know. I know. Okay. Katie, let's go ahead and unmute you. Or if you can unmute yourself, please. We woke up to a phone flying across the room. Seriously? Oh my gosh. Oh, there you are. Hi, Katie.
Hi. Hello.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so can you let us know what you're able to resonate with so far with what has come through?
The description of the man,
Perfect.
being my granddad. He was very jolly, a large man. He had liver issues. He was an alcoholic.
Okay.
And the phone flying across the room, that's kind of where it. And I don't resonate with the date, January in 1978, not so much.
No worries.
And the car, not that I remember.
Okay.
But everything else, yeah. Sorry, my husband's putting my child to bed. You can hear him not very happy.
That's okay. We're moms too. We're moms too, girl. It's all good. We get it. We had to bribe our kids with the new Spider-Man movie, so it's all good.
Oh my God, that's what my kids are watching right now. Spider-Verse?
No, yes.
I swear to God. Oh my God. Yes, that's what they're watching right now. Too funny.
Okay. So Katie, we're gonna stick with you. I have a really a strong feeling like this is for you.
Yeah.
So and the other pieces that don't make sense now, they'll always end up making some sort of sense later, right? They'll click later. So let's go ahead and tune in deeper for Katie then and just see what the message is there.
And Katie, it was you who said it's not Jay, but Jeff with a G, right?
Not Jay, but Ray.
Oh, Ray. Okay, Ray. Okay, thank you. Okay. I'm just going to ask him by name. So I'm giving you a little bit more. Okay, Ray.
Okay. Oh,
You go ahead.
you go
I'll
first.
write it down. Oh, I was going to say, I felt like there was some reference to child or children. So I know you mentioned a minute ago that your husband was putting your child or children to bed. Yeah. Is there a connection with a J month or a J? I feel like I can't get away from this J. Is there like a July, June, January connection to your child? Or like, was there a really recent birthday with them? I feel like there's something significant about those months.
No, we have birthdays in every month, but
those
July and June.
Okay. Let me leave. Maybe he's talking about something to do with them. So I'm just going to leave that for now. Tasha, you go. If you have something.
Yeah, for sure. So Katie, when I was tuning in more to get a feel for this message, he was showing me a vision of you looking in the mirror with like looking at yourself in the mirror in the face. And there's something here about you seeing what he sees. Like he wants you to see yourself the way he sees you and the way that others see you. I know that this is a little bit deep here, but I'm hearing about you believing in yourself and like, yeah, it's like looking in the mirror and talking to yourself in a loving way, a loving and kind way. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but that's like a message he wants to encourage you to start doing for yourself. And I just feel, does that resonate with you?
It does. Yes, it does.
Beautiful. And I just feel like he has so much love in his eyes for you. And yeah, again, there's something about he wants you to see what he sees and, you know, yeah, just I feel a lot of love there.
Thank
Do you
you.
have anything, Amy?
I'm really curious about, would this be like your mother's father?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Because I feel like there's reference to the mother's line. Is his spouse or your grandmother still living?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I wrote down Nan, like I want to talk about Nan or I want to talk about her for a moment. Is there any connection with like her, your mom, or you, like with a rose bush or a rose garden, or is there something special with roses that you can think of?
There might have been.
Okay.
There might have been at their home that was just recently sold.
Okay. Because it's like I can see roses outside and he wants to talk about them.
We actually cut quite a few rose bushes down when we first moved into our home here.
Okay, that might be what he's trying to say. Yeah, because he's showing me a bunch of rose bushes and he's like, tell her about the rose bushes. But like I don't have the context, just the item. Okay, let me stay with this. I definitely feel like he also wants to send so much love to your grandmother. Has there been movement with her, or is she like, has she like, since he's been passed, has she moved from like their home to maybe like a facility or a care facility or somebody else's home?
Out of a retirement home into our home.
Okay, so he's talking about the movement too. Okay, so he's like talking about, I wasn't sure which way we were going, but he's like, I want her to know that I know that she's moved. I feel like he's very happy about this and he thinks it's wonderful. He's so grateful that you're caring for her, that you guys are caring for her is what I hear. It's like, whoa, you guys are really stepping up. Are you guys like, I'm not suggesting that she has any memory stuff, but is she like feeling forgetful lately, or is there any, okay. I keep feeling like I want to send love towards that and like forgetfulness and all of that. I also feel like there is a dog with him. Would there be a family dog in spirit? Okay.
Yes.
Would it be kind of like medium size, like not itty bitty, but like not a big, huge dog? Yes. It's almost like going to his knee, you know, like when I see it standing beside him. I feel like this is very connected to you, or like childhood, or I'm not sure if they had this dog when they were like when you were growing up or what, but
No, but I've heard many stories about this dog.
about this dog. So is this their dog?
This is their dog, and we have two in our home, but they're,
Okay.
yes, they had a
Okay.
dog.
Okay. So he's like, I want her to know that I've got the dog with me.
Aw.
Yeah, that's where he left me. I don't know if you have anything else, Natasha, but that's what he had given me.
Nothing else, but I'm just
Okay.
sending you so much love, Katie, and I'm
Yeah.
so
Thank
grateful that you were here tonight.
Thank you.
He's with you a lot. I just want to give you one more thing. Has somebody had a leak in their roof, or like has
We did. We had a leak in our
okay.
bathroom.
He gives me that too. He just wants you to know that he's always, always around you. He's around you all the time. I also am wondering if one of your children, like, is it just one that you have
I
right
have
now?
two.
You have two. Is somebody like kind of going through like a fussy stage, growing spurt, teething, something? Because I keep wanting to like send you a hug and like I'm there with you in those hard moments. And he's like, "You're doing such a good job, Mama."
Oh, thank you.
Says to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
He's very sweet. You're welcome, Katie. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I think that's really like a good example too of showing how like when you have a lot of people in a room and a lot of spiritual energy, like it can start more general and then get more and more and more and more and more specific as we lean in.
For sure. Oh, I love that so much, especially when you lock it in with someone too. I find that's when
it like really starts to come in. Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, big old goosebumps. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you guys are
Thank you,
able to
Ray.
witness this. Yes, thank you, Ray.
So funny because I kept hearing Jay, but like it's very easy to like think you hear Jay, but it's really Ray, right? Because it's kind of like a whisper. It's a really weird thing to explain. Yeah. Okay.
Names can be a bit tricky, and it's something that all mediums want to master. It's like names. Oh my gosh, Sean Leonard. I saw him in Thunder Bay at a show, and holy crap, his name game
He's the name guy.
Unreal, you guys. Like, it blew me away. I was like, okay, someday I want to be him when I grow up.
Tasha, did you know that I interviewed him on my podcast? Did you see that?
I did see that. Oh my God. And that's just
I've been
like
working
a dream.
like since that interview. I've been like when he was talking about like things he does before a session, and he's like, talk to me slowly, rely on my clear audience, because that's something that I don't like. That is not one that I utilize as much as the others. So since that interview, when I do a client session, I'm like, talk to me slowly.
Yeah.
Like give me some names, some words. And I've had like specific names a few times come in since then. So I'm like, oh, maybe that was the key.
Okay, there we go. Yes. Talk to us slowly, spirit.
Slowly.
Okay. Yes. Love that so much.
Okay.
Okay, let's see who else wants to come through. Ooh, right away I have congestion in my chest and throat. Ooh. I'm getting lung cancer. I'm getting female energy. I'm also seeing I heard wishbone, which made me think of that Jack Russell wishbone. So there would have been a connection there as well. Yeah, definitely like either lung cancer or what is that called? COPD, like something to do with the lungs and throat area and the breathing, okay? That feels really congested and heavy. So I do feel this woman was like a chronic smoker. Oh, that woman loved her cigarettes and she made it known. And she's like, there's no point in quitting now. I'm going to die anyway. And that's her making a joke. That's obviously not something I would normally say, but it's just her sense of humor coming through. I feel like this woman sends rainbows as signs and messages. She sends rainbows.
Do you feel like this is a bigger woman? I say that with love and compassion. I'm just using it as a
Yeah.
description.
Yeah, no,
I
I feel that. I feel that it's so hard to breathe. I really feel that. And I feel like the weight didn't help, you know, it was like the smoking and also the weight. Um,
I see like short, dark hair. Like I feel like it's cut short. I don't know if it's like salt and pepper or like graying, but I feel like she was naturally like had darker hair versus
she's
lighter.
showing me glitter strands in her
Okay.
dark hair. I love
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
She's giving me mama vibes, you know, like she feels like someone who brought comfort. She also she had a mouth on her, she's saying, but she also just had a really big heart and loved really hard, you know? She was very honest. She spoke her mind, but it was always from a place of love.
I'm
Oh,
curious about teeth or if she like had dentures or was missing some as there's reference to my mouth. I almost feel a little self-conscious of like smiling. You get that too?
I
Yeah.
got that too.
Yeah. I feel a lot of like son vibes, like I have sons. So I'm not sure if there's just like she had more sons and maybe like one daughter, but I also wrote possible like mother-in-law connection. So I'm not sure if there's somebody here and this sounds like their mother-in-law, but there's something about that coming through too.
That makes a lot of sense because I was getting the impression that she was like, you know how I said mama vibes? It's like she acted like a mom to a lot of people. She, you know,
Hmm.
even if they weren't necessarily her biological child. Oh,
Oh, I'm not
okay.
even looking. Sounds like my grandmother. She had a lot of sons and one daughter. She was coughing and congested a long time. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I wasn't even looking at the chat. I apologize.
Oh, I'm so curious, Jesslyn. Is there a connection to either like Wishbone, the dog, or did she have a dog that looked like Wishbone, like the Jack Russell Terrier? Because that came through with her very randomly. Um, Not that I know of. Okay, and what about the smoking? Don't know what Wishbone is. Oh, Wishbone was a show when I was little about a Jack Russell Terrier named Wishbone. So I'm not sure if she smoked, but she had lung issues. I feel like she was loud and proud about her smoking. Can anyone else connect to all of this so far? Okay, not her then. Hmm.
I feel very connected to place. Like I feel like there's her place of residence is a place that she would have lived a long time, is how I feel.
Mm,
Um, I'm not sure if it's like a house or an apartment, but I feel like it's smallish and I feel like she's kind of like excuse the mess, right? Or like kind of like it wasn't much, but it was mine. That's kind of energy that she brings forward. You're resonating again. I asked for this before the meeting. Sounds like my aunt had throat and lung cancer. Her sister had a Jack Russell that's still living. Okay. Okay.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Can you connect to the smoking too, Katie? Yeah. Okay.
Another Katie. Is this the
It's
same Katie?
the same Katie.
That's so funny.
Oh
Okay.
my
Okay.
god.
Okay.
Love this. Love this. Okay. Let's see. Let's get another. I mean, it
Something
probably
else.
is for you, Katie. Yeah.
But probably just like we weren't finished. Thank you. I'm waiting here too. Um,
Apparently not. She's referencing to someone who would who has a motorbike or someone who would have had a motorbike. I feel like she's referencing to someone who is living who owns a motorbike. She's calling it a motorbike, not a motorcycle or whatever.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it could. Yes.
Okay. So who would this be connected to?
So my whole family, we have quads, but my sister's husband drives like dirt bikes.
Okay. Let me see why she's bringing that up. Unless it's just to be like, yeah, this is for Katie. Like, get on with it. Oh my gosh. Is there like a little, okay, what I'm seeing is a little boy getting a motorbike. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
My husband wants to buy my oldest one for his birthday.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm seeing him get it, so he's getting it.
Oh, great. Great.
Oh my gosh.
Haley can connect a little bit too, so there might be some blending. Who knows? She can connect with some stuff as well. Her grandmother-in-law.
Okay, except she wasn't heavy. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel so. Keep listening, Haley. I do feel like we are locked in with Katie. Especially the whole like, she's aware you're getting him a little motorbike. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Katie, did you just like, I don't know if somebody just baked something or if she's talking about like a favorite something of yours. Did you just bake a loaf or something in loaf form?
Yes, I did.
Okay. It's you.
She's like bringing it up like, oh, Katie. Everyone's just
I never bake. So I was very proud of myself.
Yeah, because I feel like good for you. Look at you over there making a loaf. Okay. That's so funny.
Oh, man.
Yeah, your people are coming out tonight.
She has so much love for you, Katie. Seriously, I feel like she's just in awe of you. Like I feel that's so strong. And I just feel like she's so proud of you. Like, I just feel like she's just beaming with pride the way that
she would do that.
She was like that? Okay, yeah, I feel that so strong. Oh, whoops. There we go. I'm losing shit now. Yeah, so she is just beaming with pride when she looks at you, and she's just so overjoyed. Man, I can't help but feel like either you've been having a hard time. Like, I feel like you might have been having a hard time. And I'm sorry that all this is coming out on this on this event here, but you're here for a reason. And I feel like you need to hear this. Like, she's like, honey, you are so beautiful. You are so worthy. Like, you are doing enough. You know, I just feel like this feeling of, I don't know if I'm doing enough or giving enough or like, but I feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and she wants to acknowledge that. So even in those moments where you have, you know, when she's showing me you going like in a closet or a bathroom, you know, closing the door and having a little cry, and then you go back out. Do you do that? Yeah. You're not alone in those moments. You are not alone in the chills all over my freaking body. Woo! You are not alone in those moments. She loves you so much, and you are doing a great job. A great job.
Thank you. So similar to kind of the messages that Grandpa was bringing through for you. Right? You know, with like, you're just, I'm in awe of you as a mom. And I'm like, you know, I know that maybe the kids aren't sleeping and, you know, times are tough and you have no time for yourself. And they both bring through that message of just wanting you to know that they're actually in awe of you. Like, you are doing enough. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably what the mirror was about too. Like, if only you could see yourself the way that we see you.
Yes.
Yeah.
If only you could see through our eyes that, holy shit, you are doing a lot. You are doing enough. You're doing amazing, right? Like, that's probably what he meant the whole time. So I love that, Amy, that you're able to take it that much deeper. So yeah, Katie, we will leave.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so
somebody in the
glad.
comments just said they were coming back because she needed this. And I was like, yeah, I think that you did. I trust spirit.
Thank
They
you.
know who needs what at what time. And yeah,
Exactly. And I have a feeling, Katie, that there's a lot of other people here right now who needed to hear that too. Like, there are so many people watching right now who needed this message too. So just know, like, spirit works in mysterious ways. There's no coincidence here that, you know, all this came through and you're all here witnessing it and you're all a part of it. So yeah, thank you, Katie, so
Thanks
much.
again.
Thank you.
I should just log off now. Thank
No,
you.
you can definitely still stay. Oh man,
Thank you.
I keep having chills all over my body.
Mhm.
Wow, you too. Oh
Yeah,
man,
that was beautiful.
scary.
Okay.
Okay, let's see who's next. Oh man.
I feel like I have a male. What do you feel, Natasha? Are we still linked?
I feel like I just heard Noella.
Okay.
So there could be a connection to that name with this male.
Or we could be having two different.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll see.
we'll see.
I felt like I had a father figure come through, I will say.
Okay.
I also am really curious if anyone here has a connection to the city of Chicago, whether it's like, I live there, I'm from there, we visited there, I don't know. But like, there's something about Chicago. I almost wonder if there's a sports reference here too. So maybe it's like a team or something that someone was into. But something about that comes into. The only thing I can think of is Chicago Bulls. I don't know if there's any other Chicago teams.
Okay. Whoa,
Pardon
whoa,
me.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I was seeing Bulls.
Red.
Yeah, I was seeing Bulls.
Red.
So there's
Yeah.
something there. Okay, we are definitely linked up. Also, I don't know about you, but I'm getting a lot of pain in my head and in my teeth.
Your teeth, like your
So,
jaw.
like
Yeah.
all here, like my
Yeah.
teeth hurt so bad, and it's just the pressure radiating up into my head, but it's definitely starting like in my teeth. Ooh,
Adrian says my dad felt tooth pain before he died. Okay.
interesting. Okay.
I've connected to a spirit person before that brought through that. And they actually ended up passing in something heart related, but like their first symptom was like jaw and pain. So I'm not sure if that makes sense for you, Adrian. Adrian, are you the person? I think you are the person I've connected to before. I didn't know you were here.
I've had a private reading with you before. So yes.
You're the person I'm thinking of as soon as I read that. So that's interesting. We'll see if this is with you. So no connection to Chicago or to like the Chicago Bulls, but yes to tooth pain before he died. Okay. All right. So let's stay with this just in case we're with you. Okay. Oh, thanks for being here, Adrian. Nice to see you again. Okay.
I don't know if it's him or someone within the family, but there's something about surgery on the heart, something to do with the heart. But I'm seeing like a line across the chest, and like there's some type of heart surgery that took place, either for him or someone in the family.
His mom had like the heart valve replaced a few times, and she
Okay.
also passed away.
She's passed on too. Okay.
Yes.
So this could be why. That's so interesting.
Why you felt female and I felt male?
Yeah, because I heard Noella, but I mean, I'm trying to think of what sounds like Noella. I'm not sure.
Her name is Gloria. I don't know.
Okay. That's a beautiful name. I love that name. Okay. Let me see what else. Are you feeling like there's some distance, Amy? Like,
Oh, like he's not super close?
yeah.
Yeah, he's here, but he's not like super close. I don't know if it's because we're like blending and there's more than one person kind of like, I don't know if that happens to you in one-on-one sessions, but it does for me sometimes. We'll be picking up on more than one spirit person.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just kind of set my intention to go a little deeper here for a minute. You have sons, right, Adrian? Are either of your boys into basketball?
Yeah, they both enjoy it. Yes,
I wonder if that's what
more
this,
playing than watching, but yeah.
yeah, I wonder if this if that's what this Bulls connection is, like Chicago Bulls. He could be bringing something up that's like, about to happen or, something future based, like a trip to Chicago. Like, I'm not really sure, but came in really strong.
I'm hearing about a separation. And so I'm wondering if that's where I was getting the distance here. Let me go deeper. Like separation, divorce. Would you be able to connect to that, Adrian?
No, my parents were still
Okay.
together when when my dad passed, and my grandparents as well. If there's any connection to my grandmother, so no.
Okay. Getting a strong connection. What about you, Amy?
Not super strong, no.
Hmm.
It's interesting.
It is interesting.
Let's just see where this goes. Like,
Yeah.
just kind of see. Um,
Okay, Nicole said, my brother had a Chicago Bulls coat and my parents split. Okay. Yeah, anyone else who can like connect, keep listening, just in case it could be that it slowed down because perhaps we're not with you, Adrian, but keep listening just in case, okay?
is the connection to the teeth or jaw, Nicole?
Oh yeah.
Or like, I actually wrote down infection. So I was really curious if somebody had like, something going on in their jaw or their teeth.
I also accidentally drew a sunflower, and I feel like that wasn't actually an accident. I feel like there's a connection to sunflowers. He had bad teeth, had to get braces. Okay.
Maybe they really hurt. He had hurt
and
surgery.
Cynthia. Okay, Cynthia is Nicole's
connected?
mom. Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay.
So you had the heart surgery. That's right, because that was a significant piece. Okay, you had the heart surgery, and you did have jaw pain also. So that could be a connection there. Okay.
And you guys can connect with the Chicago's Bull. Yeah, you can connect to that too. Okay.
Yeah. What about the sunflower connection, Nicole? Yeah, she said it hurt him, the braces and all that stuff.
Has anybody had to have a pacemaker, Cynthia or Nicole?
My sister loves them and grows them. Perfect.
Okay. I also feel like I see like oil on the road. It's almost like a feeling like, I don't know if there's something with a vehicle or like there being trouble with the vehicle. A vehicle that needs repairs. I don't know. There's something coming in. I can see like oil on the road underneath the car. Are your brother's braces off now? Because it's like you and your mom got hit. Okay, so it was something leaking out of the car? Because I feel like there's reference to like needing repairs to a car.
I have an oil leak in my Jeep. Okay, Cynthia and Nicole, we are with you, ladies. Oh, and I had a piece. There's something about golf coming up too. Who's the golfer? Nicole, does your dad golf? If you want, ladies, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. Your husband is. Okay.
I'm curious too if somebody's hurt their neck. Like when you guys were when you got hit, did somebody have like pain in their neck?
My mom actually has neck issues.
Okay. Because I feel like pain
goodness.
in my neck too. Okay. So she has neck issues. So everything's hitting for you guys so far.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay.
Okay. Let's keep going here. So who is this to you guys? I don't know if I got the dad, no. Who is this to you guys?
I'm thinking it might be my grandfather.
Grandpa. So Cynthia's your mom? So like Cynthia's dad?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to get that clear. Okay. So we're with the father. Because I did hear dad, like as soon as I connected with this gentleman, he was like, I'm dad. That's what I felt.
There we go. Okay. Who's doing renos on cupboards right now? I'm seeing cupboards. Like I'm seeing
something
like the old paint being stripped off and then new paint going on, or them being repainted. Does that make sense, Nicole?
Not for me, but Mom, is it doing for you?
My deck I just painted.
Yeah, I saw paintbrush.
Your deck. Okay. I am seeing like cupboards, cabinets, but it could be someone else in the family. So just put that in your back pocket for now. Okay, let's see if there's a message. How about that?
Okay.
Because we got some pretty good evidence here.
Yeah, it's highly evidential. But I wanted to say like this, I feel like he's taking me back to this, like you and Mom got hit. So that means somebody hit you guys in your car, right? Because he takes me to this and he's like, was it kind of like it could have been worse than it was, or it like should have been worse than it was? Because he makes me feel like you guys were very protected in that moment. Like it could have been a hell of a lot worse is what he says. So he makes me feel like someone stepped in.
Yeah, the transport tires came flying off, hit my car. And we almost hit a hydro pole, but at the last second I turned the steering wheel because Nicole would have been hit.
I'm full of goosebumps. So yeah, he's like,
me too.
Yeah, he's like, you guys, like that, to anybody else, they'd be like, this should have been a catastrophe. Like this should have been.
It should have been.
Yeah. And he's like, it wasn't because of me. I want you to know that. I feel very strongly that he stepped in.
We know. Because it was two transport tires that came and hit us.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm full of goosebumps.
Yes.
Divine intervention. Yeah.
100%. Wow. That is wild.
Yeah. He keeps showing me like something like angel wings or something. So I don't know if you guys have something like hanging or if it's just his way to say like, I'm your angel, but I it could be both, right? But I see like little angel wings kind of flying around. That makes sense.
I have a special pair of angel wings that I just bought out of the blue that hang in my shop.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. He's like, I'm your angel. I want you to think about me that way. he's
well, we know that.
You know it. I'm so glad you knew it and you felt it in that moment because he's like, man, like I feel a lot of like intervention in that moment. Like he really stepped in.
Well, we let them know that we know that they're with us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nicole, I have a question for you. Because I feel your brother stepping in and he's bringing up that he's with your daughter like a lot right now. Does she have anxiety?
She does. And she woke up one morning and she actually told me, she literally said, I talked to your stinking brother. He came in my dream.
Oh, wow. Okay. I just got chills again. Yes. So he is very much with her. And I feel like there's things that he can connect to or relate to, like when it comes to the anxiety and, just what he's going through right now. So I feel like he was really sensitive to energy, and I feel like she is also. So
She
anyways,
very much is.
she is. Okay. So yeah, please know that he's looking out for her on the other side and supporting her. So yeah.
See,
Is she 12?
She's turning 17 on the 19th.
Would she have been 12 when he passed or something like that? There's something about 12 coming in.
She actually was born 4 years after his passing to the day.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So his 21-year anniversary will be on the 19th.
Yeah.
There we go. The two and the one is
2-1.
reversed.
Yeah.
It's reversed. There we go. Okay. That's what that is then. Yeah. So they're very connected. Like they have a very soul connection. I feel that so strong. So,
That I knew, and I've known that since she was little because of her comments back then when she was little.
wow.
And she's never met him.
But she knows him on a soul level. So there you go. Yep. Wow. Oh, Nicole, I'm so glad you and your mom were here and that they came through. So clearly your grandpa and your brother are together, obviously. I love that they
Tag team.
came through together. Yeah, for sure. So do you have anything
your
else?
last
Amy?
show?
Yeah.
Your last show, you said Ivan was with my mother. So we know the three of them are together.
Yeah, they're all together. I love that. That's what happens is like they are all together when they pass on. And same goes when we pass on, our loved ones are going to be there to greet us and we get to reunite with them. So that's like a really, really beautiful thing. You know, it's not like they are alone or lost or anything like that. They literally reunite with their loved ones on the other side. So thank you so much, Cynthia and Nicole. We're going to leave you with that. And
thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow. The chills in that one was like insane.
Yeah. Very strong messages.
No kidding.
And so specific. Like it's like I love, this is why we do evidential mediumship, because when you get those specifics like that have been coming through tonight, there's like it helps build that confidence, you know, that you have in spirit yourself. Because it's like, how would she know that? You know, it's like there's no way. And so I just think it's such a healing part of mediumship. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
It is so beautiful.
Okay, you want to go back in? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I get so like lost in time doesn't exist when we do this. I swear. How are you guys doing so far? Are you enjoying yourselves? Is it like doing anything for you? Do you find it super fascinating? Are you feeling things?
Yeah, we'd love to know.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Yay, amazing goosebumps. Yeah, has anyone else been getting goosebumps when we are? Oh, it's just so wild.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome as usual. Goosebumps for sure. Okay, I love that. You guys are awesome. This is so much fun. Okay, let's go back in and do another one.
Okay.
Right away, I'm getting like a sounding name, like Sharon, Charlene. And then I'm hearing country music. I heard that song, Baby, what is it? Baby, close them doors and turn them lights down low.
That's funny.
Oh my
Um,
God.
I'm
Oh,
connecting to
big
a
blocks
female.
indoors. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
I'm
yes.
connecting to,
Yeah. There's a love for country music for sure.
it's yeah, I can see that. So I immediately like saw the color yellow. I also like felt like there was some sort of yellow flower reference. So I don't know if we're going with sunflowers again or what, but I felt like there's something there. There was also this kind of like I heard laughter, something about like my roots or like hair dye. So I don't know if this is just someone who, was very particular about their hair and colored it a lighter color than it was naturally, or if she's telling someone to like to go get their roots done, but she feels kind of like cheeky. And I wrote recent hair appointment question marks. I don't know if like somebody's just made one or they're thinking about it. But that comes in for me too. He feels like a character.
I'm seeing the like lighter root and the rest is dark.
Oh,
like I was
it
seeing that.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. You were seeing it the other way. Oh, whatever.
I guess be to take us to like hair dye because I actually just wrote hair dye, right? So like I feel like there's some reference to that and like roots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So if
Love
somebody's
that.
been like thinking about it, or maybe we're connecting to somebody who's like a hairdresser, like I don't know, but there's definitely a connection to hair here.
I'm also picking up on a male energy in spirit too. Like I feel like we have a woman, but I also feel like there's a male stepping forward also, and he's bringing up alcoholism and struggling with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel like they're connected.
I feel like they're connected too, but I don't know what their relationship is because at first I'm almost like, are these two siblings? But I'm not sure because to me they appear to be similar ages versus like father and daughter.
Right. I feel like they're related somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know close, but they definitely know each other and they're coming through for the same person. Like I feel like whoever's here will obviously, be connected to both of these people. So I don't know if you resonate with that though, if you're feeling that too.
Shalene has a comment for you about her
My
dad.
dad was an alcoholic and my mom's crazy about her roots. Oh, and would there be, okay, wait, what else did we get about the woman? Because your name's Shalene and I saw Charlene or some sort of
You picked up on the sh.
Yeah, I said Charlene or I can't remember what the other
Sharon, I
name
think
was,
you said.
Sharon or something, and your name is Shalene. Okay, and I have connected with your dad before. So I don't know who the woman would be with him. But then there's the country music connection. What else was there?
I was
right, the hair dye, the root, yeah, all that stuff.
Curious about like a flower, like a sunflower or a yellow flower.
Yes.
Kelsey is also commenting here. And then Shalene is talking too. Okay.
Yeah, so Shalene said, my dad loved country. My grandma, his mom, recently passed. Okay, so we could be with Shalene. And then Kelsey said, interesting, I have an aunt, Cindy, and her brother was an alcoholic. My mom's siblings both have died. I just confirmed an upcoming hair appointment. My aunt Cindy had to wear wigs and head wraps. Interesting.
That's interesting too, Kelsey, because I kind of had this feeling like these might be siblings, but
that's right. You did say that.
My mom has a tattoo of cowboy boots and a sunflower.
Oh, wow. Okay, both of you keep listening. Pretty friggin' close. Yeah, okay. Let's see what else comes through then. Okay, is there also a connection to a Jaden or a Jaylin, like a J something name in the family?
It's very interesting you're saying that because I was just picking up on something about a child. Are you picking up like a male, like a male child? I was curious about that. I just wrote down son ?
I was just getting the name like a Jalen or a Jaden, which either name, I mean, Jaden could be for male or female. Jalen, obviously, female. So we'll see if there's any connection to that. Oh.
Kelsey, do you have a son?
If this is the Kelsey I'm thinking of, I believe it's the daughter.
Yeah, no, I have a daughter.
No,
Yes.
daughter. Is there like a brother to you or like a son of mom and dad? Or dad, sorry. You said you were talking, what were we talking about here?
Oh, the one who passed away that was the alcoholic.
Yeah.
His name is John.
Okay.
But there's nobody that I know of in the family with the name of Jalen.
Okay.
Although I don't speak to my cousins of that father who has passed. So there could potentially be a Jalen. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I had a feeling like there had been a baby, like a son born since I was passed. So that's why I thought that. I felt like there was some reference to new life entering the family since I passed. Okay.
Okay, let's keep going and see what else comes through. So I'm also picking up on when I'm connecting with this male that he had issues with rage and anger. I'm hearing about being like, the expression is like bullheaded, you know, when you're very stubborn and set in your own ways. Okay, Shalene said yes, dad had anger issues. So set in his ways. Okay. But then I'm also hearing charismatic. What does charismatic mean? Some French. So some words don't fully.
Like, I don't know, charming.
Okay, did he have
That's
like
how
a
I would- life of the
he was
party?
life of
I was
okay.
picking up on his kind of like that charismatic kind of side of him.
Interesting
there's
how
like
we're both
two
picking
sides.
up on two sides. Okay,
There's
so
two
would that
sides
make
to him.
sense, Shalene? That there was like two sides to him? It's like, you know what it is? I feel like the people in the home saw that other side, but everyone outside of the home, I have chills talking about that. Everyone outside
Oh my
the
God,
home,
Natasha. You were nailing him.
Yeah.
okay, they saw like the charismatic, like, oh, but he's so lovable. Like they didn't see what you guys saw. Does that make sense? Ooh, I'm so cool.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Okay. Okay, so Kelsey, keep listening just in case. I think we might be with Shalene, or we might even have a mixture happening here.
And
Okay, let
then
me see what else.
says, I have a cousin named Jalen. His 22-year-old brother passed in November, and they have a cousin named Charlene, but nothing else resonates. Okay.
Oh, okay. Shalene, did one of so I know Shalene personally. Although everything coming through is new information. Like I don't remember any of this, but he's bringing up one of the kids losing a tooth recently, like very recently. Would that make sense?
Alice has like 3 teeth that need to come out that she refuses to take out.
Oh.
One in particular.
Okay, but it hasn't fallen yet.
No, and I keep telling her to pull it out because it needs to come out, and she refuses.
Okay, so that could be what he's referring to then.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay. Okay, and I'm hearing about Scooby-Doo, like someone really liking Scooby-Doo. Would that make sense?
My kids did, yeah.
Your kids did? Okay. Just all these random things, eh? Are you getting anything, Amy?
I'm curious about, so I wasn't, and I was kind of like listening to you, but then I just saw a number 4. I'm curious how long has dad been in the spirit world? Is there any connection to a 4, either like 4 years, a month, a date? Is there any connection to 4 that you can think of? Or how old he was?
No, he's been gone almost 12 years.
So 12, and I guess 4 would be like
He was
April.
62, and he passed in December.
So that's 12 too. Okay, so that's 12, 12. Okay, so what's 4? I feel like there's reference to something about 4. Is anybody 4 years old?
No, but I went to a psychic a long time ago, a year after he passed, actually, and I was pregnant with my first child.
Yeah.
And they said April 4th, April 4th. And we did not know what that meant.
There's something
And
about
she was
4.
born, yeah, and she was born April 3rd, but we all still confuse her birthday with April 4th because that's what we were getting.
Okay, so maybe this is just his way to bring through that like specific event, because he kept saying like 4, 4, 4, and he was showing me like April, the 4th month, and I was like, what? But okay, so that's what that is. It's just like a little inside thing.
Yeah, it was a big thing with our family.
Okay. I asked him to get specific too. I was like, get specific here. So that's pretty specific.
Also, I know this, but Amy wouldn't know this. Wouldn't he have had 4 grandchildren, or is there more than that?
There's 4.
Yeah.
So there's 4. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
4, 4. Like he just is like 4, 4, 4, and he like can't leave it alone. He's like, just tell her 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So there's that too. Okay. And I love that came through you, because again, that's something I would have known, but you didn't know that. So
yep.
Let's see the reason he's coming through tonight for Shalene. Okay, we're going to connect to a message.
He immediately brings me through a feeling of like confusion. So I'm really curious if somebody's trying to make a decision. Is there a spouse with you, Shalene? Like, do you have a spouse?
Yes.
Is there has that person been like weighing any options when it comes to work? Are they like thinking about something new?
He just went back to what he was doing before.
Okay, so there's been a change with work, because I almost feel like there was like some confusion around him of like what do I really want to do? So it made me feel like maybe I was going back and forth, or like maybe trying different things. But that comes through. I feel like there's encouragement with. I feel like, okay, does your spouse feel a little bit stuck at work in some way, or like there's more for them?
Yeah.
I feel like this encouragement around like really believing in yourself and knowing that you can do what you want to do. Like you don't have to be stuck in something that you don't want to do. So I feel like if there's like opportunities for advancement, like he keeps showing me somebody like looking at like, like a job, like wanted jobs that are, like an ad. People looking at the jobs in the paper, and he's like, if you see something you want, like go after it. So I feel like that comes in for your spouse for whatever reason. I also feel like this energy of choice around you too. So I don't know what it is that you're weighing right now. Do you pick up on anything about that, Tash?
Okay, it's so weird because I was hearing big changes are about to happen when you were talking. And then I was seeing when you were talking about like looking at job options, I was hearing about September, like landing something new in September. But I don't know if it's for, I have this feeling it's for you, Shalene. I'm not sure why. But does that make sense?
Go back to school in September.
Oh, so that's the weighing your options too. So okay. I feel like he's encouraging that for you, like when and if that is possible.
For it. Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have to do with business by any chance?
No.
Okay, I'm not sure why I heard business and I'm seeing the word business, but put it in your back pocket for later if it doesn't make sense right now. But I'm hearing go for it. And that feeling of like big changes ahead, like
we're also moving in September.
Okay, whoa, Shalene, or maybe the first time I heard the big changes, I felt like it had to do with a move. But then you guys started talking about the move of jobs or whatever. So then I was like, oh, well, maybe that's what it has to do with.
That's all.
But
of it.
Okay, so he's aware. He's aware of all of the things happening within your life, within your family. And I also feel like this man is very, very proud of you and just like the family that you have.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like one of your kids in particular have like they have his sense of humor or something about like,
Oh my God.
like she's just like so goofy and silly and it's like I feel like it reminds him of him or it reminds you guys of him. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So sweet.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
man.
I'm crying. So I'm.
That's okay.
That's okay. Oh my God, you're allowed to cry.
Yeah, I just feel like so much encouragement for you guys to like not limit yourself, don't hold yourself back. You can do so much more than you think you can. So I just feel like there's a lot. I almost feel like perhaps in life, you know, I feel like he had this big personality, but I feel like there was, you know, circumstances and things that happened that kind of made him feel like he couldn't maybe do what he wanted to do or go as far as he wanted to go. Almost like he limited himself in a way, you know, like maybe he just was like, oh, I can't do that, or I'm not worthy of that, or whatever it is. I just feel like I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. Like, I want you to like expand your limits. I want you to push the boundaries of what you think you can do. So I do feel a lot of encouragement around this, like school, like whenever you can and it makes sense for you, like please do it. Like prove. He's like, you're somebody that has to do. Like you have to do. You can't like. You can like sit around and be like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work out. If you won't know until you do it. That's what he's saying to me. Like you just have to do it. So, yeah. I just feel a lot of energy. Like I feel like my energy wants to go like to him. I don't know if he was like a busy person or just like to talk or had a lot of energy or what, but he makes me have like motor mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like, slow down.
Yeah. I also wrote down like go bigger. Like that's he's shouting that out, like go bigger, go home, like go bigger. You know, that's
he would.
Take chances. Yep.
Like this isn't it for you. There's more here to explore for sure. And it's time to see. Ooh, he said it's time for you to see yourself the way you see others. Like I feel like you see other people and they're doing this thing and it's like, oh, like I wish I could do that, or like wouldn't that be nice? That sort of thing. And he's like,
God.
Yeah.
You could do that too. Does that make sense to me?
Oh my God.
He hears you. He knows you've been talking shit about yourself.
Yeah.
And to yourself. He knows that. He said it's time for you to see yourself that way too.
Yeah. Yeah, he made me feel that way too when he was like talking about himself, and that like he would have done that to himself and he would have limited himself. And he's like, because he made me feel like the only person that you can hold you back is you. Yeah. And I just want you to move beyond that and just expand and grow and test your limits and go big and go home. That's his like motto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm also hearing like this is like you get to break this cycle.
Yes. Very much.
And like your girls are watching you and they're going to be so proud of you. They already are proud of you, but they're going to be that much more proud of you to see you stretching your comfort zone and doing something different. And you have what it takes.
You have no idea how much I needed to hear that.
We are all collectively sending you so much love, Shalene. Can everyone please show Shalene some love in the comments?
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you hopped on because you were so meant to be here and you were so meant to receive this. Look at all that love.
So sweet.
I'm bawling my eyes out. My kid's having a slumber party. All these kids are looking at me funny.
Just say you have allergies. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Oh man. Well,
You have no
thank you.
idea how much I needed to hear that.
They knew. He knew.
They knew. Yeah, he knew. Spirit knew. Chop onions. Yeah, there you go. I'm just casually chopping onions at 10 o'clock at night. Oh my goodness.
So sweet.
I mean, we're gonna leave you with that, but I'm so glad that you were here. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Shalene.
Well, Amy, should we end it on that really powerful, powerful note? What do you think? Or are you feeling one more?
I feel like one more, but I don't
One
want
more?
to push you.
Cool.
But you and I are both like, when will it end? You know, like we're
not going to sleep anyways, Amy. So we might as well just do one more. Okay.
One more. Yeah. If you know Natasha and I, we're both like, we love this so much. That's just like, it's so beautiful to be in the presence of all of you and spirit. And it's hard to break that link sometimes. Like I have to remind myself, oh my God, I have other things to do.
Yeah.
I have to go to bed. You know, like it's just, yeah, we lose track of time. And I feel like there's
so
one more.
They're so different when it's us together too. You know, I feel like it's that much more amplified and
because we're sharing. It's not like it's just because sometimes when it's just me and all we'll do a live with this many people, it can be draining after an hour and a half. But like I don't feel drained. I just feel energized.
Exactly. Yeah. Same. And plus we had such a late, crazy start. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. One more. Okay.
And guys, we're going to do this again. Okay. So like, if we haven't connected to you tonight, we'll do this again. I think we'll continue to do it because honestly, it's amazing. Yeah.
And Amy, maybe me and you could do one in person.
That's what we're talking about, eh? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Somewhere halfway.
Yes. That would be amazing. Also, I wouldn't mind going to Kingston because that would be incredible. But yeah.
Come back this way. Yeah, that would be incredible too. I haven't done anything in person yet. Like I haven't done a live event yet. So I think it would be pretty amazing if the first live event I did would be with you. So let's put that out into the universe. Okay.
Yes, we will. Okay.
Okay.
Who is with us now? Oh, I'm feeling like a younger male. I'd say younger, but like, I mean, he's not elderly, he's not old. I feel like he's given me mid 30s, like between 30s, early 30s, late or early 40s types of in between there somewhere. And I was getting like a Brendan or like a BR name. Brendan, Brandon, Brady, like. What about you though? What are you sensing?
I didn't feel that yet.
Okay.
I was just feeling a whole lot of stuff and I haven't like narrowed in on one person yet.
Okay. He definitely had a tragic passing. I'm hearing accidental.
Something about this, as soon as you say that, I want to point to my neck. So I'm wondering if there's a neck injury or a spinal injury. You feel that too?
I heard and saw, and I'm writing with that. Like, I feel like he's making me write this. I wrote the word overdose.
Okay.
But I'm wondering if there's still some sort of connection to that. Like if there was at one point some sort of injury, or if he's even acknowledging an injury like that within the family. But yeah, I wrote overdose. It's interesting though that he said accidental, right? For that.
Could he have been like under the influence during an accident? I'm curious about that. I feel guilt with him. And for
Like I'm
me,
hearing accidental or overdose, like whatever
okay,
that means, which is so weird and specific. But the guilt would make sense for sure.
yeah, yeah, I feel guilt about those that this has impacted. Like I'm seeing almost like dominoes, and like I'm down, and like all these other people get knocked down with me. So I just feel like there's this huge impact from this.
Yeah. He feels like a brother. Oh, and as soon as I said that, B said my brother overdosed. Okay. Keep listening, B, just in case. And he like keeps having me write over the word overdose. It's so
That's
strange.
weird because look, I like underlined it, circled over and over. I feel like
Yeah.
he's
He's like,
trying to get, that's important.
yeah.
That's an important piece. Shanice says car accident. I was curious about that because of this like neck or like spine message, but I don't know. Let me stay with this. So what do we have so far? We have like a B name, like maybe a BR.
Which B it's funny. The
B,
like
yeah.
B.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was getting a BR. Yeah, your name is Brit. Oh, your name
She's
is
a BR.
My goodness. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see what else. Brittany, is there something about you starting school in the fall? There's something about college. It's interesting because that came through, with Shalene, but I'm hearing something about someone starting school in the fall. You just graduated. Okay. Graduated from college? Because it's definitely college vibes. University.
She
Okay.
said. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then Larissa says she can connect to some too. God, his boyfriend is Brandon, the son that overdosed. I mean, that's kind of like a little older, 60s. He was 60. Okay.
Definitely feeling like mid 30s. Okay. Mid 40s. Okay, there we go. Because he's not elderly, he's not old, and he has this like young energy about him. Brittany, would that make sense for your brother? Yes, okay.
Does your brother like to skateboard, or is there connection somehow to skateboarding? Not that I know of, but he was a 90s grunge kid. Okay, me too. I totally
Love
get that
that.
vibe. Okay.
Oh, I'm getting a weird feeling in my throat right now. I don't know why. Hey, you mentioned the domino thing. Like,
Yeah.
so Brittany, did that resonate? Like, did his passing affect a lot of people? Like, he's giving me the impression that he was a very likable guy. Like, he was liked by a lot of people. So would that make sense for him?
When you're picking up on the throat, I was really curious about like when someone might overdose and then vomit.
I was picking up on
Because
that
I
too.
feel like burning in my throat, and I feel like maybe that was the accident. Like that's like I choked
Oh,
because I couldn't breathe, but like I don't know if that's gonna fit with Brittany or
okay.
not. She wasn't close to him. Okay. Okay. I just feel like there's like a vomiting connection to this.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I was feeling that too,
Yeah.
very strongly. But yeah, I don't know if
Maybe that's
is.
why it was like accidental. Like, yeah, I overdosed, but like it was accidental that I died. And also I don't feel like he tried or like wanted to. It wasn't like something that he wanted to, he didn't want to end his life. Sounds like he could have done that. He was a longtime heroin user. Okay. The tragic accident was a lawn tractor flipped on him and he was drinking when it flipped. Okay, so Larissa's connecting to some stuff too. It's interesting that you're talking about an accident because I felt some sort of impact. Like, so I don't know if like maybe we're like blending because I felt impact and I almost felt like my neck or my spine was affected. So that might be for like you, Larissa. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure if that's what happened to him. And he couldn't move. Did he pass like in like when that happened or did he live a little afterwards? Larissa, I'm just curious. He passed under it. Okay. Interesting. They found him after. Okay. Just curious. We've got a few people kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we need a few more pieces before we are clear on who this is for.
Yeah.
It sounds a little bit mixed up.
Yeah. I feel like I can't breathe. I'm wondering if that's connected to this like Larissa message with the tractor on top of me.
Okay, Amber also just said my ex passed away from an overdose. There were strings
that's interesting.
overdose in the area after him. He was in his early 40s. Still very close with his sister. Okay, Amber. What else came through? I can't even remember now. Oh, the BR name, Amber. Would there be a connection to a BR name? Because that came through pretty strong.
Right. Okay. So Larissa could connect to the BR and so could B could connect to that too.
All right, we got to get more evidence.
Yeah, we got to get specific here. All right.
All right.
But I want you guys to know that people that are connecting to elements, like I truly feel like there's a reason for that, that all of you are here that have this shared link with someone who has passed in this manner.
Yes.
Even though we might not be connecting to them super deeply, like please trust that they're here too. If they're bringing this, like it's no coincidence that you're here all together at the same time and you can all connect to that. Yeah.
Plus, this is the last reading, so of course Spirit's going to be like I'm going to just get in there. Like, let me just slide in here.
And I'll like, this is maybe the domino effect is like, I'm gonna, this is for like so many people. Maybe you'll connect to one, but it's for all of these people.
Oh my God. The adopted son of theirs was in their 30s and it was drug related. Okay, Larissa and everyone else, we're gonna let's like get 2 more really good pieces before we lock it in with someone.
Yeah.
Now I'm picking up on brain injury.
Like from not being able to breathe, maybe?
I just heard like someone suffering a brain injury. Now I'm seeing little boys playing with a slingshot.
So many people here that can connect to different things.
Larissa, have your boys been playing with slingshots?
They destroyed their slingshot a while ago. Sorry.
That's okay.
But they have been, I can't think of the word right now, nunchucks. They've been playing with those recently.
Nunchucks.
Similar.
So seeing like those, to me, it looks like a homemade one with like made out of wood.
Like a branch?
Yes, that's what
Yeah,
I was seeing.
I saw a branch.
Oh, like, but I was seeing like boys, like young boys playing with slingshot. So that's interesting. They said they broke theirs. Let's see what else. There's so much energy, so I feel like it's like trying to pull me in so many different directions. I'm
Yeah.
having a hard time just like.
Larissa, I know you mentioned like tractor. Would this person, Barry is his name, right? The older man? Am I right? Or am I getting you mixed up? Bernie. Okay. Was he like a farmer, or is there like a family farm that I'm really connected to? Yes. Because he was showing me farmland. And like being really connected to it. So it makes me feel like it's been in the family a long time. It's like really, really, really important to me. Like generations are here. Okay. And so he was alone when he passed. I feel like I might be with Larissa, but I don't know if you do too, Natasha. Shanice says she was seeing a farm earlier. Wow. Okay. And Kelsey says he lived on a farm and built his own tiny home on family. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think Spirit's doing like, maybe the ripple effect was to say like, we're going to narrow in with one person, but this is going to be for way more than one person. Or like that domino effect picture that I saw earlier.
Did you see Kelsey's comment? This could be for Larissa and Kelsey. Did you see her comment? She said,
built his
overdose,
own tiny home.
accidental, wanted to live, have an old friend that passed away, domino effect, because could affect the people in his sober living home, or perhaps because his mother is working on his dreams coming true. He liked skateboarding in early years. He connected to me in a Facebook reading before. Oh, okay. And also brought up BR. Oh, so okay.
Okay.
That's interesting. Oh, we have more. Okay, yeah, I think we're still with a few people.
I do think that. Yeah.
See what
Farming
else.
is really important for me. Like that's coming through as really important. Farming. I feel like I was alone when I passed. I also keep showing me like butterflies, or like little, those like little white butterflies that fly around. He keeps showing me those too. I feel like that's a way in which he kind of visits. So if somebody sees those all the time. Yes. Okay. So Nicole, or Nikki, I call her Nikki. She's saying yes with exclamation mark. Okay. So that resonates for you. My daughter just learned how to say butterfly. Okay. That's interesting.
Kelsey, oh my God.
Yeah. There's like a butterfly connection to this man that I feel he sends butterflies.
There's also a connection. I'm seeing TMNT, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm seeing that for some reason. Like he had a connection to the Ninja Turtles.
I don't know if you would know this, Larissa, but you did say that he was like trapped under a tractor. Like when I first connected to this gentleman, the first thing he made me feel is like my neck and my back. Like there's an injury here. So I don't know if that's something that you guys know of, or if that makes sense for like the tragedy that happened. But like I very much feel as if he's saying like something, like if he had lived, he would have been paralyzed, like I feel like this was kind of catastrophic. In the sense that like he knew he couldn't come out of this. I feel like a lot of peace actually, even though I'm alone, like would he have like passed by himself out in the field under the tractor? Because I feel like even though I'm alone, I'm not alone. Like I feel like my parents are there. I want to tell you that. My kids have been fighting over a TMT backpack. I don't know if he's recent. Like, so this is very recent. Oh my goodness. So maybe that's why, like, okay, it's happened so recently that you don't know if that's what happened.
But I think she might be referring to the the adopted son who overdosed. Is that what you're talking about, Larissa?
There's so many messages coming in.
I know. But guys, just like, yeah, if you can resonate with it, just take it, because I feel very split energy.
There's a lot of, yeah. The 6th of August. So this accident with the tractor happened on the 6th of August. So he just passed.
Oh,
it was his acreage and his family is passed. Because I feel like I want you to know that even though I was alone in the field, that I was not alone. Like, I feel like I have tons of family stepping forward for me. And I feel a sense of peacefulness around this.
Wow.
I feel like it was a nice day too. He makes me feel like it was like a nice day, because he's showing me, like, you know, like birds and butterflies and like just things in the air, and he's just like focusing on what's in front of him. That's what he just gave me. Okay. So even though it's like traumatic, he makes me feel like it's almost like the body goes into like there's so much adrenaline that you're protected from the pain in some way. So he makes me feel like he actually didn't feel a ton. This might be because of a spinal injury, like maybe everything just goes numb or you can't feel it. But I feel like he makes me feel like I knew I was going to pass and I made peace with it in those moments, and I wasn't afraid. And so I want you to know that. Because I feel like it's obviously this is upsetting and traumatizing, and there's so many unknowns still. And, you know, just the fact that he was alone, I feel like he's saying, like, my family is so upset about that and worried about that, like that I was alone and I had to go through that by myself. And he just wants to send love around it. Like I was okay. I wasn't alone. He was telling everyone how beautiful and proud he was today. And he kept saying odd things. Yeah.
Wow. It's like he knew. It's
yeah.
so wild.
I feel like he was at peace. I really want to tell you that. I feel like I'm at peace. I feel like he sends you butterflies too, Larissa. So I want to say that. Yeah, I feel like there's a few people, and
Is it okay if I add a little bit to that?
Of course. Yeah.
So it's kind of like chaotic on how it links up, but their family farm has been in their family for generations, and they're like my childhood best friends. His daughter called me out of nowhere and said, but like that it had happened. It was she needed to call me instantly. And he wasn't with people. His dog always mowed the lawn with him, and it flipped over on him.
Yeah.
And he had already passed when the ambulance and everyone came. And there was a lot of like guilt. Well, everyone thinks that there was a lot of guilt because he was drinking when he was driving the lawnmower. And sorry, there was so much about it. He was just like talking about how he was so proud of the life they built, and he was talking about how beautiful their yard was and everything like that. And he was like calling people and saying like how he was so proud of them. So that's why I'm like this isn't, he was like an uncle to me. He wasn't my immediately family, but that's why I just really needed to say those words, because it makes sense that way for the people being like, this doesn't make sense with the overdose. It's just that they adopted someone who was our neighbor in that neighborhood, and they took him in, and he was in his 30s, and just out of nowhere, all of a sudden there was an overdose, and people were like, his behavior changed. So he was a big beloved person, and there were so many people in different communities that he was connected to.
And he had a BR name, right?
Yeah, Bernie. It was the man who passed. Yeah.
And the adopted son, did he also have a B name?
No, his was JP. So
it's interesting that you said chaotic, because I wrote down scrambled and chaotic, and I kept drawing circles, like spirals. So I felt like he was talking about just like, it almost felt like everything was very scrambled that day, or like it has been since. And yeah, I feel like he feels bad about that. I do feel like the guilt could be connected to the drinking message, or the responsibility, like feeling responsible. Yeah. I think his biggest message here is I want you to know that I am at peace and that I feel like I don't feel a lot of pain. And that I feel like he said, my mom and dad are here, right? Like my family's here. And I want you to look out for those like little yellow or white butterflies. And his family is like a family as well. Do you have anything, Natasha, with him? Or did you feel like somebody else? You want to say something?
I felt like, feeling so many things right now. Yeah, I feel like we were definitely connecting with multiple people here. So I love that Larissa was able to receive that. And also Kelsey, too. I really feel like there was a strong connection for you also. So I feel like we were both bringing through like these connections with both of these, with both of, sorry, oh my God, with them.
Yeah.
But I want to see if there's any final messages that want to come through.
I feel like we were dual linking and then we split.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And I think that's just Spirit's way of like getting as much through
as possible.
Right, as possible with that short amount of time. Kelsey, have you been, this is so random. I know you have a very young daughter. I'm wondering if there's plans, or if you, okay, I'm seeing someone pregnant with a baby boy. So I don't know if this is someone in the family or if this is you. I don't want to announce something that I'm not supposed to, but I'm seeing something about a very early pregnancy right now, and there's a baby boy. It's a baby boy. So that was coming through.
I am not pregnant. No, I do have a nephew on the way, but it's not an early pregnancy.
Okay. You
it's
have
weird though, because
way.
I do not want to naturally become pregnant because my daughter has a genetic illness. But lately it's so weird. I've been thinking like for some reason that I'm pregnant, which is so weird because I don't want to be. And I don't think that I am. I've never tested and I had trouble getting pregnant in the first place. Like years and years of fertility treatments. So that would be really interesting. It's just interesting that that has come up because for some reason I'm obsessed lately about that thought. So it's weird. So maybe I should take a pregnancy test.
Have do that. There could be double meanings to that message, right? The awareness about the baby boy, of course, who's about to
or
come
just
into the
that
family.
It's on my mind, I guess.
And also that too, right? Because I was also picking up on the early.
But there are babies coming in my family, and there is none coming in his family at this point in time.
Okay, so possibly take a test. You can let me know if you want. I'm good at keeping secrets. But yeah, so I will leave you with that. But that was coming through. There's this wanting to acknowledge this baby boy coming into the family, but then there was also that piece about like early pregnancy. But it could just be validating what's been on your mind. Not like validating that you are, but you know what I mean. But just like picking up on what you've been thinking about a lot lately. so that you know that your loved ones are aware and they're around too. So yeah. Oh man. And so you were able to connect to that male, right? Yeah, there was a lot there. But you haven't been able to figure out the BR name. That's so weird that came through twice for you.
Yeah, I don't know about the BR thing. And I've actually thought about it. I'm like, okay, one day it'll just come up. And I was listening to music one day and like a song I used to be obsessed with. It's Michelle Branch. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's the BR, or a treatment center in Blind River. Like, you know, you don't really want to think about it, but as things kind of cross your mind, you're like, oh, wow, okay, that's a B. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Oh, and then the other thing that I thought about, which is interesting that relates to a boy, is if we had a baby boy, his name would have been Bruce. Yeah. So that's really weird right now. And I was thinking about that earlier. What are these BR things that I've thought about? And now that you mentioned that, I completely forgot about that. That if we had a son, we didn't know the sex of our baby, that our child's name would have been Bruce. So that's really interesting.
That is very, very interesting. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Very
wow. Cool. Okay. Well, only time will tell if a Brucey does come along. We will see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that was wild how spirit was just like, oh my God, you know, all over the place. But so many people, I really do feel like that was so that so many of you can just receive like a hello. Oh, mosquito. A hello from your loved one. Because there were just so many of you who can connect to those pieces of information, which is so wild. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling complete now because it's 10:30 and and you can tell that spirit was like, okay, this is the last one. We're just all gonna chime in at the same exact time.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Amy?
I'm good. I just feel like I want to quickly, I don't know who this is for, if this is for like Larissa or somebody else that we've connected to, but is there a connection with somebody needing a new car, getting a new car, or just got a new car? And I'm also really curious if somebody is a nurse or thinking about going to school to do nursing. As I feel like a lot of energy coming in about that. Like, please do that. Christine,
I was just gonna say, sorry, my my handle broke on my car just yesterday, so I've been getting out through the passenger side.
It's really, I know that you can't see, but like I'm drawing like a car and like I drew like literally I drew handles on it. It's just weird that I would do that. Maybe that's why that came through. I'm a nurse and planning to get a new car for my son. Okay. All right. I actually didn't know you were a nurse, so that's interesting. Are you thinking about doing something like upgrading your skills or any sort of promotion thing with nursing, Christine? I just feel like there's something coming for you, like some sort of promotion or advancement. Okay, well, just keep it in your mind, in your back pocket. Maybe there's a raise coming. I don't know. But I just feel like there's something good heading your way when it comes to your work as a nurse.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Get that car handle fixed.
Yes. No kidding. You can't be doing that, especially with all the, oh my God. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for being here. We loved this. We see that you guys love this. We hope that each of you were able to take something away like from this. And oh, it's just so nice to actually see your faces, Jesslyn. I love you. I see you. So nice to see your face. All of your faces. Oh, so grateful. This was so much friggin' fun. Me and Amy, we just are partners in crime. Like I just love you, Amy. This was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, we'll do it again for sure. Maybe in the fall.
Looking forward to your in-person show. Oh yeah, it's happening. There you go. We already have attendees. We already have sign-ups.
I know somebody else said earlier they drive to Kingston. So yeah. Got a few. We'll drive to Kingston.
Kingston's such a beautiful city, right? Like it's such a beautiful city to visit, even if you're not from there. Like it's such a beautiful place to go and see. So yeah. All right, guys. There we go. Sending you all so much love. Mwah.
Karen, you drive all the way here. Karen is like in North Dakota. So if you'll drive all the way, we will give you like a special private reading. That's so funny.
God,
if you plan
no
late
kidding.
November for a show.
That would be fun.
We'll figure
you
it out.
never know. Oh yeah, Larissa, you have connections to hey, Amy, that's a small friggin' world. Larissa used to be posted to Kingston. That's where I
Really?
met Larissa. Yeah. She
So were we all here at the same time?
You know Melissa Sue?
Yeah.
Yeah, she introduced me to Larissa. We're all
Amy actually messaged me right before I left Kingston. Right before when I got posted.
I did?
During COVID, yeah. I'll send you a message later to talk about it off here, but I was like, oh my goodness, how do you know Natashia? And then it was a whole thing. The whole thing.
Small world. Small world.
Love it.
I'm still here 10 years later.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if I came back in November and you guys were having a show, it would just be amazing.
We'll
see. We'll see.
All right.
Okay.
Hey,
Thanks,
everyone. Have a wonderful night. Amy, I love you. I love everyone. Bye.
Bye. Bye.